These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. When it comes to online college, Southern New Hampshire University is so good, it's scary. Listen, the facts don't lie. SNHU has degree programs that fit your goals, online classes that fit your life, and real support at every step. And if that wasn't enough, they've got some of the lowest online tuition rates in the U.S. This is an airtight case, you guys. Visit snhu.edu/morbid to get started. That's snhu.edu/morbid. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, weirdos. I'm Alaina.
I'm Ash.
And this is Morbid. It is not growing your own loofahs.
Times have changed.
It has. Times they are a-changin'.
They are.
But yeah, hi. It's post-Thanksgiving festivities, and we are feeling that. I think everybody's feeling that. It was good. It was good Thanksgiving.
Wow, you're like really underselling it, my dude.
Yeah, I mean, it went well. I cooked the turkey, so it worked.
Oh, she cooked that turkey. It was primo.
Little herb garlic rub.
Herbs.
Little herbs.
The herbs
little
used
garlic.
were delish.
Little butter.
Everything that I was excited about just turned out so well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad that it's over. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, I'm really excited to spend the next week at your house eating your leftovers.
Exactly. Which I have plenty.
Oh,
sorry, I was just yawning while I said that.
Good.
Wow, it's really happening. The hangover is happening.
Hey, it's what's happening.
But yeah, I also just wanted to say how excited I was that everybody liked that Wizard of Oz Dark Secrets episode.
Yeah, people were stoked on that.
Seems like that was a hit, so that makes me happy because it was really interesting to do and I'd love to do more of them, but I was like, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to throw it against the wall and see if it sticks. And if people hate it, I'm going to go, sorry, we missed. All right, we're never doing that again. See you later.
Captain.
We gotcha. But it seems like I saw nothing but people being like, wow, that was fun and scary and awful. So
it was all of the
That's
above.
all I can ask for with one of those episodes. Yeah. Fun, scary, awful.
I was telling Drew like some of the things from the episode because he hasn't listened to it yet, and he was like, "What?
What?
I didn't know that."
I know now. John is very frustrated because the girls wanted to watch it the other day, and they put it on. And as I was cooking, every once in a while, I'd just run into the room and whisper in his ear, "That's asbestos. That's asbestos."
she's wearing gloves because she had 3rd-degree burns. That's a real fucking lion.
And he was like, can you stop? Can you stop ruining this?
Dorothy just got smacked.
Like, literally right before this scene, she got slapped in the face.
Like, fucked.
It literally happened.
That's horrible.
By Victor Fleming.
I'm still really mad about that.
Yeah, I'm
like,
mad
who
about it.
slapped somebody?
I'm still mad about what Hollywood did to Judy, but, we'll get into that in another episode. In this episode, we're also kind of like in a Hollywood.
Hollywood?
Hollywood?
No, are you ready? We're talking about
Father, Son, and House of Gucci.
I am so excited.
And honestly, go find the clip of Lady Gaga.
Oh, there's a
doing that.
TikTok of it. I
Please
think that's
go
where
find
it originated from.
Because it just will make your day.
It's also one of those things that you, no matter how hard you try, cannot stop saying, like, Father, Son,
and House of Gucci. It's not even a
so
song,
fun to say.
but I can't stop saying it. It's like stuck in my head, but it's like somebody saying
Because
something.
it's not a song, but it's melodic.
It is melodic, and it's Gaga, and
Everything she does
love a
is just
Gaga.
art.
Yeah, I mean,
Art pop.
Gaga is how I met your fiancé.
Fiancé. Yeah, they literally met at a Gaga concert.
We did, and I love that that's our villain origin story.
Villain origin stories for the win.
I love it.
Me and Drew met outside of a Forever 21, and
That's
that is
my
favorite.
That is a
story.
true villain origin
We met
story.
at the Natick Mall outside of a Forever 21 on Black Friday. Actually, our meet-iversary is coming up. I don't know how many years ago it was, because we were friends for a while.
Adorable.
Before we got together. But
I love that for you.
Oh, yeah.
But here we are. We're going to talk about Gucci.
And we're going to talk about a pop culture hot commodity.
Whoa.
This is the murder of Maurizio Gucci.
Maurizio.
Oh, I think I'm saying that right. I looked up how to pronounce it.
You did. I heard it.
A lot of other people say it in 57 different ways, so that was my favorite. Maurizio.
Yeah. I was going to say the one I liked the
Feels
best
authentic.
was
Maurizio.
And I can say it like that, so.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like, I can't roll my R's or anything like that, so. Yeah, see, I can't do that, and it bums
so
me out. It
fun.
makes me feel inadequate and sad, so.
You're not inadequate. Your parents are. It's genetic.
There you go. I was just going to say, it's genes.
Never mind.
You're not inadequate. Your parents are.
All right. But, if you don't know what Gucci is, I'm sure most of you do, but just on the off chance that you don't. Gucci. It's one of those Italian-based luxury brands that's been around essentially forever. The brand was actually started in 1921.
Oh, the roaring 20s.
Yes, and it was started in Florence, Italy. And it was a stroke of genius thought up by a man named Guccio Gucci.
Of course. Yes. Yes, it was.
Guccio Gucci.
Nope, never would I question that.
Obsessed.
That's exactly correct.
And that's where the double G logo comes from. Duh.
Oh.
Duh.
Look at that. Duh.
So he was the son of a leather craftsman, actually. And when he was a teenager, he was working at a hotel and he was loading the bags on and off the carriages for the guests. And while he was working one day, he was like, wow, a lot of this luggage is ugly as fuck, direct quote. And he was like, it's kind of just not practical at all. And my daddy-o is a leather craftsman. So I can probably figure out a way to make my own luggage that's way better looking and way more functional.
Yeah, you can, Gucci.
And I could probably make a pretty penny doing it because my name is Guccio Gucci.
You're right, Gucci.
So he got to work with his idea. And like I said, in 1921, the first Gucci store was opened in Florence, Italy. So along the way, Gucci became a family business, just like a lot of other powerful fashion houses. Prada, other
Versace.
Versace.
Look at that.
Have you ever seen, is that Showgirls that she says that?
Oh, yeah.
It's Versace.
Versace.
So Guccio had 4 sons who he really kept up the business with him. They were Aldo, Vasco, Ugo, I believe, and Rodolfo.
One of our best men was Vasco. Hi, Vasco.
Yeah. So they were the ones who later urged him to expand Gucci all the way to New York, because at the time that they wanted to go into New York, it was it always has been, but especially back then, it was a fashion hub. So Guccio wasn't really interested at first. He was like, I really want to keep the brand in Italy. I want it to be a small brand, family-based, But
He did not achieve that.
He did not. It is not a small brand. He wanted it to be Italy-based and not for everybody.
Yeah.
He really wanted it to be
exclusive.
Very exclusive.
Very exclusive.
Yeah. But the older he got, the more and more his sons kind of started to control things. And actually 2 weeks before he died, the first store opened in New York.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so they were definitely like going behind his back.
Wow, it's like Succession.
It literally is. This whole thing is like Succession.
Yeah, like
just
Italian Succession.
Just wait. But it ended up being a really good decision for them to go to New York because at that point, Gucci took off globally. All the celebs were wearing Gucci shoes, especially, and traveling with Gucci luggage, just Gucci this, Gucci that.
It just sounds right.
I fucking love Gucci.
Like, it just sounds luxurious.
Gucci.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have to see it. And I'm like, Gucci's definitely luxury.
Yeah,
like that sounds luxurious.
It also like is like synonymous with good. Like people say like that's Gucci.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's true.
Good. Like I used to say that.
I remember
all the time.
used to say.
I used to say that when I was a teenager.
She did
all the time.
She did. I can confirm.
Or like people would be like, "What's Gucci? Like what's good?"
Yeah. So there you go.
Me. But
me.
Sadly, Guccio died in 1953, and he left the family business to his sons. Now, two of those sons, Aldo and Rodolfo, had their own sons, so they were brought into the family business once they were old enough. Now, Aldo had 3 sons, Giorgio, Paolo, and Roberto.
Ooh,
and
love it.
Rodolfo had 1 son, Maurizio Gucci.
Oh, I heard that name.
You done heard it.
I heard it.
So together, Aldo shared 50% of the company with his sons, and Rodolfo owned 50% with Maurizio.
Okay.
But obviously, the 4 people on one side of the company and 2 on the other, there were like some power struggles.
Oh, for sure.
And honestly, the power struggles like weren't on like the part of like families, like one family versus the other. They were just like internally all against each other.
Cool.
Like all of them.
That works.
In fact, at one point, Paolo was looking through the books and he saw that the US sales were doing really well. But then he noticed that Gucci, the company, wasn't really reflecting any of those sales. So he started doing some more digging into the matter. And he found out that his father, Aldo, had offshore accounts where he was hiding this money so he could keep it all for himself and avoid paying taxes on it.
Shady.
So when Paolo found this out, he brought the matter to court, and I think his father was like 81 years old at this point and was sentenced to a year in Florida prison.
Wow.
He sent his father to prison at 81 years old.
I bet that makes everybody feel better about their Thanksgivings with their own families.
Probably.
Like,
that was my goal, guys.
Damn.
Yeah, nuts.
Wow.
And that was not the only time a member of the Gucci family would do some digging and try to get like another person in trouble for it. The brothers, cousins, and uncles were always arguing in the offices about how they wanted the company to run, what they should be doing, where they should be doing it. And a lot of the arguments really came down to the fact that one of them wanted to be the head honcho.
Of course.
But there was 5 of them. So that's
makes
not
it
really going
tough.
to work out. And at the time, too, it's like the public was well aware of the turmoil. They were always in the tabloids for like some kind of lawsuit or some kind of argument. Anything. But strangely enough, the brand didn't really suffer because of that. It just made it more popular.
Yeah.
And it kept Gucci in the headlines, which honestly, that's what you want.
You know, but no press is bad press, I suppose.
That's what they say in the business.
Your home should show off who you are. Now is the time to boldly write the newest chapter in your home story. And your main character? It's Ashley. Ashley has styles that balance timeless appeal and modern trends to bring your personal look home. Yes, these are well-crafted and affordable pieces with eye-catching design, but they're also built to stand up to real life. With features like stain-resistant performance fabric, options that are incredibly durable, easy to clean, and stain-resistant with machine-washable covers. Plus, Ashley provides fast, reliable, white glove delivery right to your room of choice, so you can style your space without any stress. Ashley was nice enough to send us a bunch of new pieces for my pod lab at my house, and when I tell you they deliver it to your room of choice, unfortunately they did have to deliver to the attic, but they could not have been nicer about it. I got, or was gifted, I should say, the Revion Lake sofa and love seat. It's in this like olive colored velvety fabric. It's so nice. I will say it is so freaking easy to clean because if you know me, you know that I have a white cat and a black cat and then a multicolored cat. The white cat loves to just roll all up on this furniture and leave his hair everywhere, but it's so easy to vacuum. I also got the Meili coffee table. So I have that, like I said, in my attic, but I'm ready to order another one for my living room because this coffee table is so beautiful. It has this like antique old money vibe to it. I absolutely love it. And then finally, I got 3 actually of the core stone end tables. They have little shelves in them so you can dress them up and, you know, kind of like personalize them to your style. I highly, highly recommend all of the pieces that I got. And I just recommend Ashley in general. It was such an easy process to shop with them, and the delivery, all of that from start to finish. It was awesome. Visit your local Ashley store or head to ashley.com to find your style. Getting paid twice a month doesn't mean money is scarce. It just feels that way. That feeling makes you do weird stuff, like putting things on a card you didn't need to. Earnin removes that feeling. With Earnin, you can access up to $150 per day of money you've already earned, plus up to $1,000 between paychecks. Standard transfers take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees, and expedited transfers start at $3.99 and cap at $5.99. 5 million people are already on it, and honestly, it's wild it didn't exist sooner. Download Earnin on the App Store or Google Play, spelled like earning money without the G. Type in Morbid under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Access limits are based on your earnings and risk factors. Standard cash outs take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees. Expedited transfers available for a fee. Tips are voluntary and don't affect the service. Available in select states. Terms and restrictions apply. Visit earnin.com for full details.
Now, Rodolfo San Maurizio is the one that we're really here to talk about. So he was born on September 26, 1948 in Florence, and he was the only child to his parents, Rodolfo and Sandra, who were silent movie actors.
Of course they were.
And fucking Gucci heirs. Like,
of course they were.
Go off.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, when Maurizio was 5, his mother actually passed away.
Oh.
And his father at that point became like really overprotective of him, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, for sure.
And Maurizio started working in the package room of Gucci when he was 15 and kind of like learned the ropes and kind of just grew up in the environment.
Yeah.
So in 1970, flash forward, he's a young man. He meets the woman that he's going to marry, Patrizia Reggiani.
Yeah.
Duh. And they met at a party in Italy for the upper echelon. Patrizia came from a good amount of money, but nothing like the background that Maurizio had. Patrizia's mother, Silvana, was a waitress who had her with a man who pretty much just like walked out of their lives at the second that she came into the world. But when Patrizia was around 12 years old, her mother remarried to a man named Ferdinando Reggiani, and he adopted Patrizia. Now, he was an entrepreneur who made a lot of money in the trucking business, so Patrizia never wanted for anything. He bought her, like, fancy sports cars and luxurious fur coats. Like,
damn.
She could play with the best of them. Now, when Maurizio laid eyes on Patrizia for the first time, he allegedly said to his friend at the party, "Who is that beautiful girl dressed in red who looks like Elizabeth Taylor?"
Oh, what a
And
compliment.
She did look like Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor was such a, like, stunner.
Such a moment.
Oh, she was.
God. And Patrizia later said, "I didn't think much of him at first. He was just the quiet boy whose teeth crossed over at the front." So
wow,
that's how they felt about each other.
Damn.
But
what a meet cute.
Really, truly
teeth
something
crossed
for
over
movies.
in the front. Like, that's not his fault.
That's
man.
nice. That's not his fault, man.
Like, damn.
I mean, somehow the two of them really hit it off and they began dating. I guess she got over his overbite.
Yeah.
I don't know. But 2 years after the party, they were both around 24 years old and they had decided they were going to get married. There was a problem with that.
Uh-oh.
Maurizio did not like Patrizia at all. He thought she was a gold digger and he didn't want Maurizio to marry her.
Wait, who didn't like Patrizia?
Maurizio's father.
Oh, okay. You said Maurizio didn't like her. And
No,
I was like,
he did like her.
wait a second, he's playing a long con? He didn't like her?
No. Maurizio's
Okay.
father, Rodolfo, didn't like Patrizia.
Oh, okay.
A lot of pronunciation.
I was just going to say, there's a lot of different names happening, so, like, I'm very impressed with how you're doing this right now.
She's trying. So, yeah, Rodolfo did not want
Okay.
Maurizio and Patrizia to get married because he was like, she's a gold digger. And Maurizio was like, well, she also comes from money. And he was like, but you're a Gucci. Like,
You're a Gucci.
You're a Gucci. And he threatened Maurizio by telling him that if he married her, he'd be out of the family business. And Maurizio didn't fucking care and married Patrizia anyways.
Ooh,
Romance.
he's a maverick.
So Rodolfo eventually came around to the idea, and he didn't want to be disconnected from his only son.
Of course not.
Duh. So Maurizio continued to work for the family company, and he was bringing in good money. And his father ended up buying him and Patrizia a penthouse in New York City. And then they had like multiple other properties. They had a farm in Connecticut, a ski chalet in fucking Switzerland.
Damn.
Like they were all over the place. And because of who they were and where they came from, he and Patrizia were very well connected. They hung out with people like Jackie O.
Whoa.
Literally hanging out with Jackie O. And they were always throwing lavish parties with like tons of well-known guests. And Patrizia's favorite thing to do was theme parties, especially colored theme parties. There was one where everybody had to wear either yellow or orange, and they only served yellow or orange foods.
Ooh.
Which, like,
that's weird.
Macaroni and cheese, let's go.
I was just going to say, I'm trying to think of all the yellow and orange foods right now.
Pineapple, mac and cheese, oranges. They probably like dyed shit.
Yeah.
There's probably like a lot of sushi, I bet.
A lot of sushi
going on.
Yeah.
Just really rich people doing weird rich people shit. And eventually they had 2 daughters together, Alessandra in 1977 and Allegra in 1981.
Ooh.
Beautiful names.
I know. I love all these names.
I know, right?
I'm like, damn.
Like, I want to be Italian so bad.
Yeah, everything's so pretty.
I actually did 23andMe in the hopes to find out that I was Italian, and I didn't find out that I was Italian.
I am 1.4% Italian.
I found out that I have Jewish blood, though.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I'm like 7% Jewish.
Wow.
And then I said that to my dad, and he was like, yeah, I know. And I was
like, why didn't you tell me?
They never told me that.
Why would you not tell me?
But this isn't about me. This is about Patrizia. And over time, she became known as Lady Gucci.
Ooh,
which is kind of funny if you think about what's going on now.
Yeah.
Because Lady Gaga is playing Lady Gucci.
Lady Gaga.
Funny.
Imagine being known as Lady Gucci.
Like, yes. I'll imagine that every day for the rest of my life.
That's just like, yeah.
Iconic. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine? Like, you're just like dripping in Gucci and people call you Lady Gucci.
Yeah, being called Lady anything is really something to aspire to.
Do you want me to just call you Lady Alaina?
Yeah, just call me Lady Alaina, please.
She's not known as Lady Gucci anymore.
No.
But before we get to there, she was like the social one of the couple, and she had a lot of ideas on what to do with the company. She was always suggesting different things to Maurizio. She wanted him to be more aggressive within the company, probably for the money aspect of it all. She had like a lot of ideas, but he didn't want to hear her ideas, and neither did his cousins or his uncles or really his father. They were like, yeah, this is like man's work.
Ooh.
These designer bags are man's work.
It was like Donner, Rudolph's dad from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, toxic masculinity all around.
Man's work.
Man's
okay,
work.
Donner.
But Patrizia and Maurizio's marriage got really rocky all of a sudden when Rodolfo passed away. And when his father died, Maurizio all of a sudden had that 50% stake in Gucci all to himself.
Oh.
And his uncle and his 3 cousins are sharing their 50%.
Oh,
so
he's the power.
Yeah, the power has shifted. But this happened at a time where Gucci was not doing well at all. And he and all his cousins had different ideas about what should be going on to fix it. Because Gucci's main problem at the time was that they had over-licensed the business, meaning a lot of stores had opened, and the brand was kind of becoming more and more mainstream, diluted. Anybody could really, like, put Gucci in their windows.
Yeah.
And that's not what the company was founded on.
No.
And it was just becoming less of a luxury brand. And it ended up costing them about $100 million with all those licensings. The bags were also being mass produced at this time, and it was just kind of like really like falling off of what it was. So Maurizio felt like it would be better for him to hone in the reins and bring Gucci back to what it was supposed to be, like super well-crafted leather goods for only the filthy rich and incredibly famous.
Obviously.
But unfortunately, none of them could agree what to do, and things started getting nasty. So again, they all start finding dirt on one another. Aldo was able to find out at one point that Maurizio was forging his father's signature so that he wouldn't have to pay inheritance taxes.
Oh, damn.
Yes. So he and his sons made that news public, hoping that they would be able to gain back the majority share in Gucci.
This is so shady.
It's succession.
It really is.
But so Maurizio was found guilty, but later was acquitted.
Huh.
And during that time, he literally fled to his chalet in Switzerland.
Yeah, as one does.
Like, wow, way to show your guilt there, my dog.
As you do when you're caught doing that shit.
Exactly. Also, at one point or another, Paolo pressed his brothers and Maurizio with assault charges because he left a meeting with like this huge gash on his face because things became physical with
what
some
the
of them.
fuck?
There was also one point in time where they were all arguing with each other over the bags, and like the people that like cleaned the offices are coming into work and all these Gucci bags are just on the front lawn. Like they thought the place got robbed because there was just all this Gucci merchandise like on the front lawn of the building. And they're like,
they were just fighting about it.
they're like, what the hell? But yeah, they were just fighting about it.
Wow.
So yeah, clearly things were exploding and Maurizio needed to find a better way to make it so that the company was solely his. So he started getting on the phone and talking to different investment companies, and over time he became connected with Investco.
Okay.
Investco was founded in 1982, and according to their website, they are, quote, a leading global manager of alternative investments with 6 lines of businesses, including private equity, real estate, absolute return investments, infrastructure, credit management, and strategic capital, which is all gibberish to me.
I knew all of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But when Maurizio got a hold of them, they already owned pretty powerful and luxurious companies like Tiffany's.
That's a pretty powerful and luxurious company, I'd say.
I'd say so. So he felt confident that with their help, he'd be able to bring his visions for Gucci to life.
Yeah.
So Investco ended up buying Aldo and his remaining sons' shares of Gucci for about $135 million in 1988.
Whoa.
So bought them out of the company.
Wow.
So now Maurizio
He's the sole owner.
Kind of, but like Investco also owns part of it.
Yeah.
Because they bought their...
But now it's out of the...
But he's like the
rest of
only
family's
family.
hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Investco ended up owning 47.8% of Gucci, and Maurizio basically owned the rest and became chairman. He's chairman.
Yeah.
And like, he just wins.
And what is it called when you're like, you own majority share?
Yeah, majority share. Exactly.
I was like majority share.
What is the most of it?
What are the words that are coming out?
But the problem with this entire arrangement here is that Maurizio was not that business savvy.
No?
And Gucci was still not doing very well. Patrizia said that when Maurizio was running the business alongside his family, he listened to a lot of her ideas. But once his father died and he got the idea to run the business on his own, I think it like kind of got to his head and things changed. And especially in their marriage, like it started to get even rockier. So one day he told her and his daughters that he had to go on an overnight business trip. He had one bag packed and he headed out the door saying bye to them all. And he literally just never came back.
What?
Just packed an overnight bag, said I'm going on a business trip, and never came back.
What?
Yes, I didn't know any of this.
I had no idea.
When I started digging into this, I was like, I'm sorry, Hua.
You're like, wait, what? He just never came back?
Just never came back to them. She said that the family's doctor passed along the message that Maurizio would not be coming back.
Oh, thank you.
So like,
sir.
Have your checkup, your heart is doing well, your blood pressure could use some work, and your husband's never coming back.
So maybe we should recheck all that again.
Like, I'm sorry.
What?
And apparently one day Maurizio told Patrizia, do you know why our marriage failed? Because you fancied yourself the president, and here there is only one president.
Ooh.
She said that he said that, but
sounds
he might have.
Very theatrical.
Sounds the most theatrical.
There can only be one Highlander.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
When Maurizio left his family, he actually rekindled a couple of relationships. But the main one was with a woman named Paola Franchi. But it would be quite some time between when he left Patrizia and when their divorce would actually become finalized. Their divorce took almost 10 years to become finalized.
Oh, that's a fucking nightmare.
And the reason was because Patrizia was not going to settle for just anything. During the early years of the divorce, Maurizio's lawyers offered her a settlement of $2.5 million plus $650,000 per year. And her response to that was that it was, quote, a mere bowl of lentils. Your $2.5 million plus $650,000 a year is a plate of lentils.
Ma'am, no. That's so far from a plate of lentils.
Damn, that's a plate of caviar.
That's a Titanic-sized ship full of lentils.
More.
Just to begin.
Way more.
Just as the appetizer. Like, that's just like...
That's just the bread. That's not even the appetizer.
Wow.
$2.5 billion.
A mere bowl of lentils.
Like, wow, I want to live your life, ma'am.
Wow.
Yeah. So when
you know what? You don't.
No, you actually don't.
When you think about it, you're like, how out of touch
with
you
reality.
Are. Like, damn. Like, you have sailed away. Any common sense you have.
Sail away.
And you said it best. Any common sense you have has just set sail. It is gone. Never to be seen again.
I'm gonna give you $100 a year, and I'd be like, awesome.
I'd be
let's go,
like,
bitch.
Hell yeah.
Like, let's go.
It's like, honestly, her common sense is like Maurizio that day that he just was like, bye, I'm going for an overnight trip, and he just never came back.
Bye forever.
That's her common sense.
Honestly.
Damn.
But when the divorce was finalized in 1991, her final settlement landed at about $900,000.
Jeez.
And she still was not happy.
My God. She's like, it's not $1 million.
Yeah, literally. So she was also particularly angry with the way that Maurizio was running Gucci at this point. He hired a new designer, Tom Ford. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
Yeah,
fucking
Tom Ford.
He sounds like kind of like he's like an amateur.
Maybe. Yeah, exactly. He was
at that point.
He actually was, but now he's credited with leading Gucci to their golden era, which he definitely did. When he took over as creative director, Maurizio felt like they needed to get rid of a lot of merch that they already had. And while that was a good move creatively, it was a very expensive move to just get rid of a lot of bags and shoes that were no longer deemed fashionable.
Oh my God.
Like, that's taking probably the biggest L you could take.
That kind of thought process, just like, these aren't cool anymore because I say so.
Right.
Like,
that's literally fashion.
But like, what if I like it? Like,
it's not. I mean, fashion changes every season.
It's so strange to me that it's just like, nope, I said so.
It's
so
fascinating.
No, it's not cool anymore. And you're like, but I think it is. Like, it's so weird how, like, and we just fall in line.
We just listen to it. It is weird.
It's like the Miranda Priestley in Devil Wears Prada when she goes on the big rant about, like, the cerulean.
The Sherwin-Williams summer sale is here. Get 30% off select paints and stains or 35% off their newest product, Emerald Symmetry, July 17th through the 27th. Whether you're looking to refresh your interior or your exterior, they've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And like how
it affects every day of life.
It's literally like a butterfly effect. Like,
but it is.
It truly is. I'm like, damn.
When I was working on Newbury Street, I learned so much about fashion just based on like the people that I was working with. And I had this one mentor, Timmy. Timmy, if you're listening, I love you, and you should be listening to this because you love Gucci. And he taught me so much just about like how everything works, and it really is fascinating.
It really is.
It was like my Miranda Priestley moment. But anyway, so yeah, they needed to get rid of like a lot of stuff, and they took a big L. And this also happened during a time where Gucci was like heading toward bankruptcy.
Oh damn. I didn't know they were at all.
Neither did I.
Rocketing towards bankruptcy.
At this point in time, they were like head first toward bankruptcy.
Like on a comet straight towards bankruptcy.
Yes, literally. But Maurizio didn't seem bothered by that, and he was still spending like he was used to.
Yeah, he's like, send in the Armageddon boys. Let's do this.
He's like, I don't give a single fuck. The company headquarters in Florence and Milan were incredibly expensive to keep up with. He and Paola were living in a lavish Milan apartment that cost $250,000 per year.
What?
For rent.
What?
And it was also decked out with like crazy art and like different trinkets.
There
and,
was
like,
tiger shit everywhere.
Oh yeah,
you know it.
He also owned a yacht, which clearly costs a lot of money to keep up with.
I feel like that's just like one of those rich people things that everyone just gets a yacht just to be like, I got a yacht. Like no one actually just like they just
true.
all have to get a yacht.
I'm like, that's like a money pit.
That's just even.
A boat is a money pit.
It is, but like a yacht,
a yacht,
a yacht,
a yacht,
a yacht.
It's why is it spelled like that?
I don't know. English is weird.
You're supposed to say yacht.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was making a lot of dumb decisions. He was also like investing in like gambling, like casinos and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, it's not the best idea.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
you need a financial planner.
I literally like you run Gucci, my guy.
Yeah.
But Patrizia was also worried that he and Paola were going to get married. And if they did get married, she was specifically worried that they were going to have children because Patrizia would be losing a lot. At that point, she wasn't only living off the money that she got in her divorce settlement, but also the money that her 2 daughters were getting as the fucking heirs to Gucci.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
And if him and Paola had children together, there would be more heirs to Gucci, meaning less money for her to live off of.
Yeah, and that's like totally her business.
Yeah, you know?
Procreate. Yeah, totally.
I mean, she basically just didn't want to see like another kid come along and mess up her meal ticket.
Yeah, which is like really fucked
that
up. Story,
but for her, the hits just kept coming.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Maurizio could not get control over that company at all. And in 1994, he ended up selling his remaining share to Investco for I see different things, different places. I've seen anywhere from 120 to 130 million.
Damn.
So no Gucci works at Gucci anymore.
Wow.
It's not family owned anymore.
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, neither did I.
I don't know why I would have known that.
I don't either.
But I
like,
still think it's weird. I feel like I don't know.
It feels like something we should know.
Right? Like, I feel like there's no way I would have known that. There's no opportunity for me to know that.
No.
But I still feel like I should have known that.
I feel remiss.
I do too. I don't know why.
No Gucci. And this was for the first time since 1921.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a big fucking deal.
That's also sad.
It is very sad.
Like, it's sad for the original Gucci.
Guccio.
Yeah, it's sad for Guccio.
It was funny. I was watching a couple documentaries for this, and there was a woman in one of them, and she said a lot of times with family companies, the 3rd generation is where it gets fucked up.
The 3rd generation is where they just go all haywire.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Weird.
I was like, I kind of want to look more into that and see if it's like some kind of like
pattern
in
here.
life. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so yeah, that was the first time since 1921.
Damn.
It's so crazy. So obviously Patrizia was fucking livid.
Yeah.
That was the final straw. She later said about this decision, quote, I was angry with Maurizio about many, many things at that time, but above all, this. Losing the family business, it was stupid. It was a failure. I was filled with rage, but there was nothing I could do. He shouldn't have done that to me.
Oh.
The end is so dark.
I don't like that.
Like, I'm like, okay, yeah. All right. Oh.
It's just like, it just wasn't a good, and you're like, yeah, it wasn't.
Like,
I
losing
feel
the family business is so sad.
He shouldn't have done that to me. And you're like, oh, okay.
I'm also like, that wasn't your family business.
Well, I'm like, that wasn't to you.
No.
Girl.
But like she felt like it was a personal attack. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So once the business was sold, she started talking to any and everybody about how she wanted to off this man.
Yeah, she talked to me about it.
She did.
You should talk to the policia. Can you imagine just walking around talking about how you're going to kill your ex-husband and father of your children?
Girl, are you ready?
For selling shares of a company? Like what? That is his family's company?
It's like has actually nothing to do with you. What? You're actually divorced and you get $900,000 a year. Like, okay. At a birthday party for her daughter, a ton of people were there, and her lawyer was there. And she asked her lawyer what would happen if she, quote, got rid of Mr. Gucci.
That's murder. You get
Correct.
in trouble for that. I can tell you.
I think he kind of just pushed that to the side and
how
brought
she
up a different topic.
I need your real legal advice. Like you could have asked somebody on the street and they tell you the same, that you're going to get in trouble.
She probably did ask somebody on the street that day
that's
too.
Bad.
She saw him again a month later and she asked him again what her fate would be should she off the father of her children. And he actually got to the point where he sent her a letter formally asking her to stop talking the way she was.
Oh, man.
Like the formal correspondence.
Because he's like, I don't really want my next meeting with you to be in a courtroom defending you for capital murder.
He's like, yeah, I'm actually all set. But that did not stop her. She would ask her cleaner if her husband knew anybody that would take care of Maurizio. What? She said of the whole thing, quote, I have to admit that for a time, I truly wanted to get rid of him. I wanted to do it, and so I was going around asking for people to do it. But my intentions ended there. A mere obsession, a mere desire. What wife has never said, I'd kill that guy?
Me. I've never said that.
I wrote in my notes, I'm not a wifey just yet, but me.
I can safely say we're coming up on 10 years. I have not once thought of murdering John or having someone else murder John.
I'd kill that guy.
Never have I said I'd kill that guy. Ever.
No.
I can tell you.
Because, like, the whole point of Mirage is that you don't want that guy to get killed or kill him.
Yeah, no, I don't want that at all.
Yeah, same.
So, wrong, Patrizia.
Patrizia's wildin'. But Maurizio didn't seem to be scared at all about her sudden interest in having him killed. I don't know what he thought. If maybe he just thought she wasn't actually capable of doing it or what.
Yeah, you have to think, like, who thinks that's serious? Like...
But if somebody was talking to every fucking Tom, like, Dick, and Harry about really killing me, I'd go somewhere else.
Well, I understand just, like, not grasping the fact that someone's that crazy.
Of course.
Especially someone you were married to and had children
with. Yeah. But on her end, I also wouldn't think that, like, somebody would just, like, say they're going on a business trip and never come back. So.
That's true. I forgot he did that.
Yeah, he did that.
So much shit is going down, I'm forgetting what's going on.
Somebody sent their 81-year-old father to prison.
Like, holy shit, and I forgot that.
Gucci's.
Too much Gucci's.
But so Maurizio, not scared. Paola, his partner there, scared.
Good, yeah, Paola, I feel you.
Not feeling it. She said of Patrizia, quote, Patrizia was stalking us. She still had spies in Maurizio's circle, and she knew all about our plans, his business dealings, and everything. She called many times abusing him and threatening to kill him. I begged him to hire a bodyguard, but he refused. He didn't believe Patrizia would go through with her threat because of their girls.
Oh, that's really sad.
Of course it is. The way I just said that, I was like, obviously, Alaina.
You're like, yeah. It is, okay?
I'm like so invested in this right now. I'm like, yeah, it is, okay?
It is really sad.
So, around this time, Patrizia's friend, Giuseppina Auriemma. I think I did good with that.
You did great.
I think I'm Italian, essentially.
I think you are.
Every Italian is like, ma'am, you are not.
You are not.
But, so, Patrizia, her best friend, Giuseppina Auriemma, was living with her so that she could help Patrizia write a book about her marriage and the time spent within the Gucci family. Now, that was in 1994, and 2 years previously, Patrizia actually had been diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Oh, wow.
So luckily the tumor was benign, but they still obviously had to remove it. And after surgery, she felt like she needed help making sure to remember certain things when it came to writing the book, so that's where Giuseppina came in. We'll just refer to her as Pina, because that's like how they refer to her. This surgery was also one of the things that drove Patrizia's hatred toward Maurizio, because she felt like he abandoned her when he didn't show up to this surgery. In all reality, though, the doctors had told him not to come because they were like, that's going to stress her out and we're removing a brain tumor.
So that's not great.
So he can't really have her in that state. But she woke up and she saw that he had sent flowers with like just a very cold note, like, feel better, Maurizio. Or whatever. Because, you know, they're divorced.
Yeah.
But she was outraged that he didn't come to her, that like the note was so cold. I think for her, that was like a final fuck you. Like he sold the business and she took that as a fuck you. He left her and she took that as a fuck you. And I think a lot of these things, like, she was taking personally, because later on she was actually diagnosed as a narcissist, so she took like everything personally.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So this was like not good. But anyways, while Pina was living with Patrizia was going on and on still about how she wanted Mr. Gucci dead. She asked Pina if Pina knew anybody who was going to be willing to do this. And she enlisted her help in trying to find somebody. So Pina was like, I don't know if I know anybody that would want to kill somebody, but like, I'll try to help you out. Literally. What? So then she thought...
Who answers that way?
I mean, that's not a direct quote, but like, kind of.
No, but I mean, like, who's just like, who's not like, no.
Right.
Like,
Pina. She was like... Actually, so I don't know if I know somebody who would pull the trigger, but I do know somebody that might be able to help us. Now, this man's name was Ivano Savioni. He worked at a really seedy hotel where Pina had stayed before. Even though she was friends with Patrizia, she did not come from the same walk of life. She like struggled. So when Pina reached out to Ivano, he said he knew someone who could help. And he called a pizza man that he knew named Maurizio Gucci.
Wow.
A pizza man.
Wow.
Now, Orazio, a pizza man. Now, Orazio would not be the one to carry out the hit either, but he knew a guy.
Oh, we're getting too deep here.
And I believe this man was a neighbor of his who was a mechanic.
Yeah.
And his name was, I'm going to try this one. I couldn't find a pronunciation. Benedetto Cerullo.
Yep. That's it.
He was going to be the man who would pull the trigger.
There's too many people involved here.
Way too. That is like one
Way
of the
too many.
most often commented.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally like 5 people involved in this.
Understatement of the century.
And like one of them is like a pizza delivery man. One is a mechanic. One works at a hotel.
We've gotten way too far down the line of people, and it's just too many people who know.
And
You've involved too many people.
way too many people.
Yeah.
And that ends up being the downfall. So he wanted a certain price though. His price would be $6 million. And
Wow.
he wanted a down payment of $150 million.
I mean, they want him to kill the original heir of Gucci.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
You might as well shoot for the stars, I suppose.
And that $150 million, that was in like Italian currency. So
Yeah.
it would be 365,000 US dollars at the time.
Oh, okay.
So when Pina went back to tell Patrizia the plan, she agreed to the price and they started working out the details.
This is so fucked up.
It's fucked. So at first it was kind of like Pina and Ivano and all the other players figuring it out, and Patrizia was kind of like held away from it all. And then it wasn't happening as fast as Patrizia wanted. And Patrizia was like, no, give me his number. Like, let me call him. And she got the shit moving.
Wow.
So on Monday morning, March 27th, Maurizio Gucci was walking to his office at Via Palestro 20 to get some work done. Now, the doorman, Giuseppe Onorato, said, quote, Mr. Gucci arrived carrying some magazines, which is like super weird to me because Versace was carrying magazines and newspapers.
Oh.
Isn't that creepy?
Oh, that is weird.
And said, good morning. Then I saw a hand. It was a beautiful, clean hand, and it was pointing a gun. So before he could realize what was happening, that hand pulled the trigger 3 times, shooting Maurizio Gucci in the back. And then for good measure, the trigger was pulled once more, and the shot entered the back of Maurizio's head.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. The gunman then pointed the trigger at the doorman, and at first Giuseppe thought it was like a joke, and then he was actually shot once in the arm. But instead of worrying for himself, he went over to Maurizio Gucci and held him as he was dying. He like literally, Maurizio Gucci took his last breath in that man's arms.
Oh, that's so sad.
And Maurizio was 46 years old.
Jesus.
Crazy.
So young.
Just crazy young. So when word spread that the fucking heir to Gucci had been gunned down in broad daylight in the middle of Milan, people were shocked. And a lot of them had a lot of different ideas about who could have done this, what could have happened. Maurizio's cousin Paolo thought that it could have been someone that Maurizio was in debt to. Which like makes a lot of sense.
I was gonna say that's a good thought.
And some people, and actually even the investigators early on, wondered if this was some kind of mob hit. There was also rumors that it was some kind of family vendetta, since everybody knew about the turmoil that had gone down over the years. But a lot of people, including Maurizio's partner Paola, also had the right idea and knew that this murder had Patrizia's name written all over it.
I was gonna say, I hope someone was like, "Hey guys,
Hey, that lady that's been talking about killing him for literal years.
you know that person who has literally gone to the ends of the earth talking about how she can kill this man and asking people to do it."
She might have something to do
I
with it.
feel like we should question her about it.
Yeah. Now, the investigators obviously thought she might have had something to do with it too. But they had no way of proving it because all they had was a description of the man who carried out the shooting. The doorman said that the man looked to be about 40 to 45 years old and was wearing a baseball hat and a denim jacket. And he said he had dark hair. And then witnesses also saw a green car speeding away from the scene, but that was all. Wow. So, Patrizia did multiple interviews after Gucci's murder. She claimed her innocence. But the problem was, like, she didn't seem sad at all. Like, she barely cried at his funeral. Like, barely shed a tear.
Come on.
And was dressed impeccably. But the day after the murder, Paola got a knock at her door, and she was served eviction papers. The day after Maurizio died, Paola gets served with eviction papers. And when she looked through these papers, she saw that they were notarized 3 hours after Maurizio had been killed.
What?
Yes. There was nothing she could do, though, because there weren't any laws to protect for her from something like this because they weren't married and they weren't engaged or anything like that. So she had to pack her shit up, and she had a young son, and they had to get out of there. And it was Patrizia who did this, obviously. And with that, Patrizia and her 2 daughters moved into that apartment.
What?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yes. Served eviction papers the next day and was like, get out. And actually, very sad. Paola's son ended up committing suicide later in his life.
Oh, that's so sad.
And he was only 16 years old.
Oh, man.
Obviously, this murder like really affected him.
Yeah.
And just like obviously other things, I'm sure. But so sad. I felt
that's really
sad for her. And she was like really painted as a gold digger too in the media. Like when they first got together, I think it's, and she said, she was like, that's hilarious because the man that I left him to be with was like 10 times richer.
So she's like,
fuck all y'all. But Patrizia would have quite some time to enjoy her life with Gucci not in it anymore because for 2 years this case went cold.
How is she, I'm sorry, how did they not immediately figure out it was her?
They just didn't have anything to connect it to.
I feel like there
her.
was like 1,000 ways to figure out it was her.
I think like they definitely knew that it was her, but they
just didn't have the evidence.
Nothing. Like it wouldn't have held up in court. Until one night, January 8th, 1997, Filippo Nini, I think I said that wrong and I'm really sorry. He was the head of police for Lombardia, and he got a phone call from a man named Gabriele Carpanese. Gabriella said that he had been spending some time at this really seedy hotel right outside Milan. And that one of...
Okay, let's be honest. I feel like when we were all like really first starting our periods, we all had that moment where we bled through our jeans or something like that. And it always happened at school or at a sleepover somewhere really embarrassing. Periods always come with enough surprises, right? So nobody wants a pad that stinks. And honestly, women have been expected to just deal with that for way too long. That's why Kotex is changing the game with a completely redesigned lineup of pads and liners like Kotex BioCare. Kotex BioCare is the first and only pad with the pH proactive system that helps optimize the pad's pH. And the pad helps combat odor and irritants from period blood. Listen, we take care of our faces with 12-step routines, but we're just going to ignore our downstairs mix-up? Absolutely not. Kotex BioCare gets it, and I love that. Check out Kotex.com for more details on the new launch of Kotex BioCare, available in regular, heavy, overnight, and daily liners. Every flow covered. Now available at retailers nationwide.
Here's a quick podcast for all you true crime fans. The case of the missing Reeses. It was me at the store with my mouth. Motive? They're Reese's. What was I going to do? Stop myself? Tune in next time to see if I do it again. Spoiler, I will. Wow, that had everything. Reese's, suspense, Reese's.
The workers there had been mouthing off about how he was the one who had found the guy that killed Gucci.
Whoa.
So he said that man's name was Ivano Savioni.
Uh-oh.
But
we're unraveling.
The question was, how are they going to get Ivano to confess without screwing this whole thing up? So they were able to find out that Patrizia actually still owed money for the hit, and that Ivano was getting really pissed off and was looking for someone to threaten her to give him the money.
Wow.
Or like actually end up killing her. So they had an undercover police officer pretend that he was interested in the job, and he found out everything he needed to know.
I love it.
They taped a ton of the conversations. He wore a wire. They wiretapped everybody involved, all of their phones, and there were tons of incriminating conversations going on. So finally, January 31st, 1997, all 5 involved in the hit were arrested.
Oh my God. This is like insane.
It's crazy.
I just can't believe how this unravels.
Me either. And when police arrived at Patrizia's home, or should I say Gucci and Paola's home, it was 4:30 in the morning. They were like, they hit her with those like, hey, you're arrested.
Hey, in the middle of the night.
And she said, could you just wait a minute? And they said, sure. I don't really know why they said so.
I was going to say.
But they gave her some time to get herself together. And when she was finally ready for her
to
arrest,
be arrested,
she came down dripping in diamonds and gold jewelry and a floor-length black mink coat. It is a movie, but like
I have no words.
Patrizia,
I have no words.
Sis, come on, girlfriend.
Come on,
what
man.
are you doing? So she told the police, I have nothing to do with this. And then they were like, yeah, Pina kind of told us everything to get a lesser sentence.
And you were talking about it for like multiple years to about 1,000 million people.
And these like wiretapped phone conversations with your voice on them.
They tell a different story.
But the main thing was that Pina turned on her and told them everything.
Yeah.
Because obviously Pina wanted a lighter sentence. So she turned on Pina. Now, she said that she was Pina said, that she was tired of Patrizia asking her to find somebody, and at this point she was down on her luck and she needed the money. So Patrizia said that Pina had actually blackmailed her into paying this money, and she didn't know that she had actually paid somebody to carry out a hit.
Yeah, I mean, how would you know?
She just had to give her this money.
It's an easy mix-up. It's always... I mean, that always happens to me.
Yeah, it's like I just get blackmailed into giving somebody $350,000.
And then I just don't, I don't realize that it's to formulate a hit on my ex-husband.
Who owns Gucci, or did at one point.
Man. Yeah. So hard.
But what really ended up sinking like everybody's ship too was that Maurizio Gucci, the guy who drove the getaway car, made a full confession.
Oh, damn.
Because he's just like, I was a pizza
He was like, you know what?
Man. I was just actually on the route that night.
Yeah.
I don't really know what happened.
He's like, I don't want to be part of this.
He's like, I'm old. Like, can we not?
Can we not, guys?
Can we not?
Can we just really just blow through this?
So Patrizia obviously realized that her whole, like, I don't know anything about this act was not working. So she and her lawyers came up with the idea to use that brain surgery to their advantage. They said that there was no way she could have been able to come up with this plan. She was recovering from brain surgery.
Of course.
Now, the problem in that defense was that multiple people involved had already confessed. Patrizia had talked to many, many people over the years saying that she wanted to kill Gucci. And throughout the investigation, they found some interesting entries in her Cartier diary.
Her Cartier diary.
There was one entry the day that she had her brain surgery that said, vendetta.
Ooh.
Remember how upset she was that Maurizio didn't show up?
V.
And then a rather haunting entry on the day that Maurizio was killed just said, paradisios, the Greek word for paradise.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is not real.
No, it is, though.
This is not real.
I also said paradisios, but it's actually just paradisos.
Okay, you know,
I tried.
You've made it more flowery. I like it. This is not real.
It is.
How is this real?
She wrote paradise the day that he was killed.
Vendetta and paradise? Like,
come on, man. Unreal.
I'm speechless.
And like all of the wiretapped phone conversations.
And all of that.
So she tried to say that she actually just liked the word a lot and wanted to name her next villa that. But nobody was convinced.
I'm literally obsessed with that defense, though.
I just like that word.
I'm literally obsessed with that.
She's like, I actually just want to name my next place that.
It's an awesome word. It's a Gucci word. I like it. Paradiso.
It's really fun to say. Paradiso.
The Italian language is so beautiful.
Gorgeous. I want to speak it.
That's why like all their names are so beautiful because they just sound pretty coming off the tongue.
Imagine if her fucking name was Paola.
Yeah, just imagine.
I would never stop introducing myself to people.
Any Paolas out there? Like,
hi, I'm Paola.
Get it. Just get it.
Get
it, Paola.
It also reminds me of the Lizzie McGuire movie. Thank you.
Oh my God. Yeah. Thank you.
I got that from Elise on TikTok. And if you don't watch her, you're crazy.
Oh, you got to watch Elise.
Oh, thank you. Anyways, in November of 1998, everybody involved in the hit was getting sentenced because they were all like, yeah, you all did this. We have,
of course,
everything that we need
Sloppy as hell.
Yeah, so because Pina confessed, she got a plea deal and she was only sentenced to 25 years, which is still a lot of time.
Yeah, that's actually surprising.
It is. Ivano Savioni got 26 years for his involvement. Maurizio Gucci was sentenced to 29 years, which is crazy. He was like the getaway driver, and he got more time than the guy who actually organized it.
I was gonna say, I mean, because it's like a more active role, I guess.
Yeah, true. And then Benedetto Cerullo got a life sentence.
Whoa!
And Patrizia received 29 years. Now, this is fucking iconic. On the day that all of these people were sentenced, the Gucci stores in Italy all hung silver handcuffs in their windows.
Stop it.
Allegedly.
No, they did.
Thanks.
I refuse to believe that they didn't. Like, no, you will never prove to me that they didn't.
Because, like, Gucci, the company, like, really tried to just, like, shy away from any kind of involvement in this. Like, it'd be terrible for their brand.
Yeah.
But, like, if they did that, like, can you confirm? Did you live in Italy during this time?
Yeah, confirm. Even if it didn't happen, please confirm.
Please confirm.
Like, please confirm that, because I need to know that happened.
Yes, I do too. And also, in addition to her sentence, Patrizia was also ordered to pay that doorman, Giuseppe, 142,000 lira.
Oh, wow.
He said he has not seen a penny of that money to this day. And because he didn't have much money in the first place, he had to go back to work there.
Oh, come on.
At the same place where he watched a man die and was also shot twice.
And, like, held him while he died.
Like, talk about PTSD. You have to go back there every day.
And how has he not seen a penny of that? Come on.
That happens.
Who's working on that?
It happens all the time, though. Like, people are sentenced to pay people and they just don't.
That's fucked.
It is fucked. Oh, just wait. But while she was in prison, her lawyers made it so that she was able to bring her pet ferret named Bambi with her.
Come on, everybody.
God, like... A ferret named Bambi.
A pet ferret named Bambi in prison.
Yeah, she stayed with her a while, Bambi and her together. But then this is really sad. Animal sadness warning.
Animal sadness?
Animal sadness warning. Because Bambi died when another inmate sat on her. Sat on the ferret. Like, that's really mean. I don't know if it was intentional or not. It may have been an accident, but either way, it's fucked.
That's terrible.
That's why ferrets don't belong in prison, guys.
Yeah, that's why Bambi didn't get sentenced, man. You did.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, Patrizia was also attacked in prison on multiple occasions, but at the same time, she also turned down multiple chances to gain parole. The reason being because she would have to get a job if she was on parole, and she said, quote, "I've never worked in my life, and I don't intend to start now."
Ew.
She also has said other crazy things. Oh, are you ready for an even eerier ew? She also said, quote, "I would rather weep in a Rolls Royce than be happy on a bicycle."
Wow.
Like, she is...
I told you, it's...
Rodolfo was correct. She is, like, money hungry. She's a gold digger.
Common sense, logic, smarts just out
the window.
On a ship.
Out the window.
Sail away, sail away, sail away.
At Enya. That's called crediting. But she appealed. But she appealed her sentence while she was in prison once. She again tried to use that brain tumor defense thing.
Stop.
But her conviction was upheld. They did knock 3 years off the sentencing. And after her appeal, she tried to commit suicide, actually, by hanging herself in her cell with a bed sheet. But luckily, she was rescued before being able to do so.
Damn.
So ultimately, all in all, she ended up serving 18 years of her sentence because she got credit for good behavior.
That's not enough.
And guess what? She is still making money off of the Gucci estate.
That's horrifying.
She is still, I repeat, making money off of the Gucci estate. In 2017, she got an annuity of almost $1 million a year for the rest of her life from Gucci's estate.
That's horrible.
And she's owed back payments from the time that she was in prison, adding up to about 21.3 million US dollars.
What?
How? Back payments for when she was in prison for murdering Gucci. Gucci owes her money from the time that she was in prison for murdering Gucci. Real life, guys.
Make it make sense.
Now, she would have to be paid that money from her 2 daughters, who she no longer speaks to.
I was wondering how that was going.
Because they run the estate now. And they appealed the ruling, but they're actually still waiting to hear whether or not the Italian Supreme Court will side with them or their mother.
Come on.
And Patrizia said of her relationship with her daughters, quote, "We are going through a very bad time now. They don't understand me and have cut off my financial support. I have nothing. I haven't even met my 2 grandsons."
Honey, you had their dad murdered.
Yeah, like, they don't understand you. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Wow, she's like outrageously out of touch.
Delusional.
Outrageously.
But these days, because she has to work, she's working for a jewelry company named Beaux-Art as a design consultant. And people see her shopping around sometimes, especially when she first got out of prison. She was shopping in like one of the most like expensive places you could possibly shop, like in Milan, Italy, with a macaw on her shoulder.
She just wanted to blend right back in.
Just really wanted
not
to make
a
seamless.
splash. She just wanted to whoop
seamlessly back into society
slide
with her
right
fucking
in.
macaw on her shoulder.
Wow.
Yeah. And she told The Guardian, quote, "If I could see Maurizio again, I would tell him that I love him because he is the person who mattered most to me in my life. I think he'd say the feeling isn't mutual."
Well, I mean,
the delusion kind of rang
I
back
was gonna
there.
say, wow, she stopped at port real quick.
She did
with that
for
logic,
a quick minute,
and then took off sailing away.
And that is the story of Father, Son, and House of Gucci.
Wow.
Craziness.
No wonder they made that a movie.
I haven't even seen the movie yet.
Those poor daughters.
Oh, I feel so terrible for them.
I feel terrible for them.
And at one point in time, actually, the younger daughter, Allegra, went to law school to try to help her mom, like, fight her conviction.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but then I think she slowly started to realize, like,
what she was
actually happened. Yeah.
Man, that's really sad.
It's so sad all around. There's a
Damn.
lot of like other darkness too that I didn't get into regarding like other family members and like through the generations. It's
like drama,
like sexual assault, molestation, like really heavy dark shit.
Damn.
It just didn't really pertain to like this facet of it.
Yeah, you want to stay on track, but
whew,
damn,
shit is dark.
Now I know why they made a movie out of it.
I can't wait to see it. Adam Driver, Lady Gaga, let's go.
Gaga.
I'm
all about
Gaga. By the way, Patrizia, I'm sure you know, if you like have been paying attention to this at all, is pissed because Lady Gaga did not reach out to her. And she was like, how can she play me? She's never met me.
How?
And it's like, well, you're like a murderer adjacent, so
adjacent.
I don't know how.
I love that she's like, how did she not reach out to me? It's like,
Ma'am,
Gaga does not need to talk to you. You, like you said, she is murder adjacent.
Getting scared is one thing. Getting a thrill is, well, you want more of those in your life. The Genesis GV70 is built to thrill, baby. A thrilling yet elegant design always makes driving the GV70 an exciting adventure. Its powerful athletic stance screams performance and turns heads. Everybody's looking at you, girl. Or boy, or whoever. Command the road and experience a class-leading standard 300 horsepower. Oh my God. Plus, discover the different dynamic drive modes for all different terrains. Choose between the different terrain modes for whatever road conditions you may encounter. The Genesis GV70's award-winning technology and performance lets you drive with comfort and drive with confidence all at the same time. It's an exciting SUV with intuitive tech that can make your ride smooth even when the road isn't. And its blind spot cameras allow you to see what's next to you. It's like having eyes on the side of your head. That's pretty iconic. Its performance, by the way, is measured not only in power, but in how it makes you feel confident, sexy. The Genesis GV70. Learn more at genesis.com and feel the GV70. The best summer pieces are the ones you end up wearing on repeat. Comfortable, versatile, and somehow right for almost every occasion. Quince makes it easy to create a summer wardrobe that you'll love, with elevated essentials made from premium materials like European linen, organic cotton, and washable silk, without the traditional retail markup. I love that! Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces that you absolutely will reach for all summer long. I absolutely love their linen. I have so many pairs of their linen pants, which you can dress up or you can dress down in the summer. Like, say you're going to a nice dinner, you can pair it with like a silk shirt, a really cute necklace, some good, makeup and an updo. Or if you're just looking for a more casual look, you can do the linen pants with like a loose button-up shirt and you still look really chic, kind of like, I don't know, Diane Keaton vibes, I kind of think. Also, it's not just apparel. Quince also offers elevated essentials for your home, from bedding and bath to kitchen essentials and furniture. They have it all, honey. I am a big lover of Quince, and I really do think you will be too. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/morbid for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/morbid for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/morbid.
I don't need to talk to you.
Get away from me.
I can figure it out.
Lady Gaga is so pure.
Yeah, we don't need her anywhere near Gaga.
No, but apparently she does a really good Patrizia.
I heard she's amazing in it.
I am dying, especially knowing what I know now. I'm like,
oh yeah,
let's fucking
I know
go.
now that you told me the story. I'm like, I want to see it now.
No, I wish they were doing it like so it would go to your TV, like in like the height of the panorama.
Can we make everything just come to my TV? Because
I'm like,
Mama's
it's
not going
yet.
anywhere.
There's a new variant and shit.
Yeah,
Like, give me
so
it to
like,
Peacock.
Can you just whoop,
deliver it to my Peacock app?
just
zoop. Boop. That's what they did with Halloween Kills.
Zoop it
was it
right
a good
into
movie? No. Was it worth it?
But it was there.
It was there.
That's all that
it showed up.
Just beam it into my TV, please.
Come on.
Come on.
Just asking for a friend.
I don't even know who we're talking to, but like we're like, come on.
The gods.
Come on, man. Just
the House
do
of
it.
Gucci.
Just the man.
The man. Why is that it? Never mind.
You're like, I'm gonna open up a box.
Pandora's box. But yeah, we hope you keep listening.
Yeah, and we hope you
keep
it
weird. But not so weird that you try to hire a hitman to kill your husband and tell everybody involved. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't try to hire a hitman, period.
For anybody.
Never.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
I like things my way, my coffee, my schedule, and my treatment. So I talked to my doctor about self-injecting with the Vyvgart Hytrulo pre-filled syringe, which contains efgartigimod alpha and hyaluronidase QVFC. It's injected under your skin, subcutaneously. It means I can inject in my space, on my time. It's my treatment, my way. Visit VyvgartMyWay.com. That's VYVGART MyWay.com. And talk to your doctor about Vyvgart Hytrulo. Brought to you by Argenix.
Looking to scale your outcomes beyond search and social? Realize is Taboola's AI-powered performance platform, driving incremental growth by engaging high-intent users across a global network of 600 million daily active users on premium websites. Reach and convert your audience on premium websites and placements where your customers actually spend their time. For more information and to create your account today, go to realize.com/podcast.